Doing great.
Good. Yeah, I got them at the office. I kinda like that part of it. Thank you so much.
I see the leadership copy, so.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for doing that too.
Appreciate Dr. Dundee, you're on the meeting.
Yeah, how's everything going?
It's been great, actually, our shop, got the thing done, as far as operations go, it's been running well, consolidation, consolidate over here.
Right.
But as far as operations go, our staff have intermerged successfully, so Director Freeside and Jeff Lawman have done a great job as far as keeping everybody, heading the same direction, so.
Good. You guys have done a great job. When you look, compare us to the other states in the United States, Missouri's leading the way on a lot of what you guys done. So thank you so much for doing it. First lady's with me today. So now, did Ann and them tell you to say all that stuff about her, seeing the director and everything? I mean, you kind of smoothed that on there pretty
Well,
good.
I've had a couple of meetings with her, so.
You've done a great job on that, for sure. How are you today?
Good, sir.
You doing okay?
Doing well.
Good to see you today. Good to see you. Appreciate what you guys do up here.
Thank you.
Right. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
You're running that camera like
I-
you know what you're doing.
I carry mine around.
Thanks for having us in here today.
We're
What we
gonna
got?
be to lunch, to visit with you just a little bit.
All right.
Just kind of summarize that, what you want to do, what he's doing, and
Yeah, that'd be
you
great.
can ask a couple questions,
That'd be
okay?
great.
Well, first of all, is this your first time back since both the facilities consolidated last year?
Yeah, we were up here, I've been back here a couple of times, one to the facilities, and one time we had a grant downtown here for the city down here that we was at one time. But really the first time I've been back here since the pandemic has took place. And just really getting the opportunity to go out right now and be able to kind of, one, thank a lot of people that were on the front lines every day since this pandemic started, and just get a chance to talk to some of the employees today. And then just tell them thanks for the job they've done. When you really look at Missouri, what we've done compared to a lot of the other states in the United States, really the director and the Department of Corrections have been leaders in the United States, proactively how they've handled this virus and what we've done. And we were so thankful for that, especially when you look at the other states around us, all the troubles they've had with people that's been incarcerated. We're probably one of the model states in the United States that's really done a really good job of handling this situation. So I want to come out personally and thank the employees out there, and just also to make them understand how important it is, how we're moving forward to fight this virus, and we're going to continue to do that. They got to keep the pace up. The virus is still there. We got to keep doing what we need to do every day to protect people.
What is the stop and start and visiting? Certain facilities have stopped visiting, then restarted, then stopped. What does that say about the response from the state?
What was the question else?
So certain facilities have stopped visiting, like we're visiting prisoners in the facilities, and then they restarted, and then they stopped it and restarted it. Various facilities.
Yeah, I think again, this virus is on a daily basis. There's no playbook that we can go by. So you have to see what the conditions are every day, and things change. You have to make adjustments, and we've done that all since the beginning of this time. But when you really look at our state, whether you look at the institutions where people are incarcerated, whether you look at nursing homes, whether you look at veterans homes, we've had a good guidelines to make sure to protect the people inside and the people coming in. But when the time comes and we need to shut them back down, we shut them back down to make sure people are safe until we can get that back under control. But again, I think the other thing we did in the state for people who are incarcerated and their families, we did the box-in strategy, which is huge for the state of Missouri, that we can come in and we can target a certain area. But every day is a work in progress, and we're continuing to focus on what's the best for the public safety of people, whether you're incarcerated or whether you're coming to visit people. And we continue to do that.
Prisoner in St. Joseph says he only sees maybe 10% of the guards wearing masks. Curious your reaction to that.
Well, I think the guards' policy is, I know here today is wearing a mask, and we've always recommended wearing a mask ever since we started back in March. The things you got to be able to do is we've said from day one, social distancing is the most important thing we can all do. That by all means is the most important thing to do, and wear a mask, and then the personal hygiene side of it. But and for the most part, like the officers that I met today, they were all pretty good on the mask up, what they're doing there, and I think that's important to do that.
And what was some of the feedback you received, especially since this facility is consolidated from 2 prison facilities to 1 and mixing the minimum and maximum security prisoners? It's a complicated process, but what's some of the feedback?
Yeah, you know what? I think that's went very well. Again, the director and her administration's done a great job doing this to consolidate this, and it's been a big help to the state of Missouri. And it's also a model how we maybe can do it in other parts of the state as we move forward, how we proceed with this. But you know, as far as the negative side of it, we just haven't heard much negative feedback to it. You know, and again, part of this reform of what we're doing in corrections, it goes back to what we started off originally when I was governor. We're trying to figure out, one, how do you get people out of prison? How do you get them back in the workforce? And those are the important things. So whatever we can do to consolidate, to save money, and put that money into programs to help people get back to work, whether that's education, whether that's rehab of some kind, that's what we want to be doing.
And are there any immediate plans for the Crossroads facility across the street? Or?
No, I don't think so right now. I think right now we're evaluating everything as we move forward. When we do Department of Corrections, just like we do other state agencies, you know. And you know, this virus, this pandemic we've been dealing with, you know, it's going to give us a different look at how we reevaluate as we move forward on all of our facilities to see how we do things, what we can do better, and the challenges we met. But right now, I just appreciate the people that work in the Department of Corrections. I really appreciate the people in this community for sticking together in tough times during these virus and everything, and really just staying focused on getting better every day. And we're going to continue to do that.
All right, thank you. All right, good to see you guys. Thank you. We're going to.
Governor, this is Roger Foreman. He is assistant sleep.
Very pleased to be visiting. Good to be up here today. Good to be back out. Last fall, Lieutenant Governor and his family stopped by, and I had an opportunity to meet with them and his wife.
Good. Well, thanks for what you do up here. I'm so proud of these veterans homes
They've done a
administrators.
great job.
They did.
They've done a wonderful job.
They did here. They did all over the state. Actually, leaders in the state, the way we've handled things. So I really appreciate it.
It's great.
Appreciate you.
Thank
too.
you, sir.
Bye-bye.
What we got here?
Yep.
How you
Am I
gonna
far
hold that
enough
up?
back?
Yeah, you're gonna have to do an umbrella and a.
I know. Pandemic and rain.
Help you?
All right. Okay. So, can you tell me about, you had made 2 stops at Veterans Homes today. So
We are.
why was that important for you to do at this point in time?
Well, I think one, we want to come by, first of all, most to tell everybody thanks for what they've been doing for 6 months when it comes to the administration of the Veterans Home and the people that work here, and just want to say thanks and appreciate what that kind of outstanding job they did in one of the most tough environments we've ever all went through. And to be able to see a couple of the people that stay here, a few of the people stay here today. And it was great to be able to see some of the family getting a first interaction with some of their loved ones that are here where they could touch them again and do some of those fundamental things. So, you know, one, just making sure everybody give them a little hope. Things are getting better every day in this state, and we're going to keep focused on that. But again, just appreciate the way they've all handled the veterans homes in our state. It's been a leader in the nation. So I just really appreciate the work everybody's done. And want to say thanks and show my gratitude for what they've been doing.
And did they talk to you inside about any needs or certain concerns that are popping up right now that they need help with?
Well, I think, you know, we're always looking at that through the Veterans Commission, the Veterans Administration, how to do that. But I'm going to tell you, they've been a leader in the nation, what we've done in this state as far as veteran homes go. There's not hardly any state any better than we have. So the resources they need, one, we've been able to accomplish to get that to them. And the other thing is just how they've handled the situation, you know, trying to make sure to take all the risk out that you could. But it's also a tough time on families. Families can't see their loved ones for a long time, and we're wanting to get that open back up and still do it safely. You know, you got a lot of people. It's just not one individual in these homes or one family. You got this home here holds 200, and I think they've got about 150 right now inside. So you just got to make sure and be safe every day.
And how do you feel about the facilities and the care that you've seen these veterans receive, especially under all the conditions that the people who are working at these facilities are having to go through?
Well, it's one thing. I talked to some of the employees in there. You know, the veterans that are in there and the people who are in the home, they were very complimentary of the way the administration worked, the way they were handling things. But I think also for the employees, you know, it's been a tough stretch for them. They've got to come here and they've got to make sure they're safe when they come into these homes. So that adds a little stress into everybody's life. Plus, they've got families at home they got to worry about. making sure they stay healthy and taking care of things, plus getting back to school, plus making sure their kids are taken care of to provide the services here. But I can tell you from talking to the veterans I talked to today, couldn't have heard more positive comments about the way the administration's done here, about the people that work here, and what they continue to do to make their lives all they can for what they've served in this country. And that's always important to me, that we're taking care of those veterans.
And you had talked about rolling out some new rapid testing that you guys are working with a Missouri university for. Do you foresee using that in nursing homes or veterans homes like this?
I don't think there's any question. We're looking every day on rapid testing to figure out how we can use it in nursing homes, long care, and veterans homes every day. You know, and the big thing there is a lot for the employees more than it probably is the ones that are inside, but doing that. But I think in the next 30 to 60 days, you'll see a huge emphasis trying to make sure everybody gets tested, needs to get tested. And try to make sure that test gets back at a more rapid pace than what it has been. But that's all looking better every day, and I think we're going to be able to accomplish that in just the near future.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Thank you.